Is the grass really greener on the other side? Well, when it comes to the health of the planet, grass isn't really green at all. I'm sure all of you either have a grass lawn yourself or know several people who do. I've lived in 4 different houses over my lifetime, and all of them had traditional grass lawns. Transforming my traditional lawn into a natural one has been a project I've been planning for a while. Today, I will explain why traditional grass lawns should be prohibited in favor of eco-friendly alternatives. First, I will discuss how traditional lawns perpetuate social class issues. Next, I will describe how grass lawns hurt the environment. And finally, I will present the various alternatives there are to grass lawns and how easy they are to incorporate into your life. In order to understand why grass lawns should be prohibited, we must first address how they negatively contribute to our society's unhealthy relationship with wealth. Traditional grass lawns are rooted in classism and conformity. A 2017 article by Crystal DaCosta for Scientific American details the following history of how grass lawns came to be such an essential part of American culture. So they were initially developed as a status symbol by European royalty in the 1700s and were introduced in America by European colonizers. And then in the 19th century, they started being used for residential purposes. But being foreign to America, the grasses used for lawns were really hard to keep alive. So when the grass died, it all had to be replanted, which was costly and time-consuming. Eventually, wealthy homeowners began to hire caretakers for their lawns, and this was the beginning of lawns becoming a social status symbol in America. Today, traditional grass lawns remain a prominent status symbol in our society. Properties with nice lawns are higher value, which shows that lawns are directly linked to personal status and the status of a community. This is because having a nice lawn shows that you have the time, money, and resources to maintain something that would otherwise be unsustainable. Unfortunately, when assessing these high-value areas, they're found to be predominantly white. We place so much value on lawns in America, yet statistics prove that the majority of people view lawn care as their least favorite chore. And so this shows that grass lawns merely exist because we've been socialized to perceive them as important, despite not enjoying them very much. Grass lawns perpetuate the romanticization of wealth and furthers the subtle way we impose racism and classism in our country. So now that we have discussed the social negatives of grass lawns, let's move on to the environmental problems they produce. Grass lawns are really bad for the earth and contribute to global warming, which means they directly harm all of us. They require a significant amount of water. In fact, they're the most irrigated crop in the United States and cover roughly 48 million acres of land, according to a 2015 Washington Post article by Christopher Ingraham. In total, grass lawns across America use 9 billion gallons of fresh water every single day. A 2020 NASA report by Michael Karlowitz shows that we are currently experiencing a water crisis. Several U.S. states are facing the effects of drought, leading to numerous environmental disasters. One you may be familiar with is the devastating California wildfires over the past 2 years. These fires destroyed forests, burned down homes, killed an inconceivable number of animals, and even several people. Water is pipelined to us by burning fossil fuels, which release carbon dioxide and greenhouse gases. These things are really harmful because they heat the atmosphere, causing global warming. Despite this, Americans still choose to dump billions of gallons of valuable clean water into the ground day after day, just to keep grass alive. Additionally, grass lawns need a lot of chemicals and upkeep to be maintained. They also need to be consistently mowed, which results in billions of pounds of CO2 being released into the air. Grass lawns inhibit the planet's natural ecosystem because they don't provide the necessary resources for important animals like pollinators to live. About 70 million pounds of pesticides are poured onto lawns each year. When runoff from lawns reaches nearby bodies of water, it kills aquatic life and pollutes freshwater sources. You now understand why grass lawns should be prohibited. So let's talk about what alternatives there are and how you can choose the best one for you. The alternatives fall into 2 categories: low traffic options and high traffic options. If you don't spend much time in your lawn, then you would be best suited for one of the following low traffic alternatives. Flowers make for a beautiful choice. Planting annual flowers would allow you to change your yard's appearance every year. Some examples include petunias and sunflowers. But if you want an easier garden look, perennials would be the choice for you because they grow back year after year. Some examples include asters and black-eyed Susans. If you live in a warmer climate, succulents provide a beautiful aesthetic. They're low maintenance and drought resistant because they store water in their leaves. The final low traffic alternative is native ornamental grasses, which are just grasses that grow naturally where you live. Some Minnesota examples include flame grass and silver feather grass. If you prefer to spend leisure time on your lawn or you have kids, the following high traffic alternatives would be great for you. Flowering plants such as corsian mint and clover are really soft and don't grow tall, which makes them great for playing or just relaxing. Another option is moss, such as Atricum undulatum. Moss is really beautiful and is super good for the planet. So to incorporate these alternatives into your life, you just have to select one or several of the plants I listed and scatter them around your yard. However, if you want to change your yard, but you don't want to spend any money or put in any work, there's still a solution for you. Just let your lawn grow freely, and eventually things like dandelions and other natural flowers will fill in around your yard. Ultimately, anything you choose will be better than traditional grass. While grass does have some environmental benefits, according to a 2020 U of M article, all of those benefits are canceled out by the harmful things needed to keep the grass alive. The substitutes I provide all of the benefits of grass and more without any of the harmful side effects. So hopefully this has provided you with some ideas for how to make your yard more environmentally friendly. Today I explained why traditional grass lawns are socially toxic, how they hurt the environment, and how you can choose a convenient eco-friendly alternative that will fit your personal wants and needs. As you can see, the grass isn't really green anywhere, so ditch the grass and save the earth. Thank you.